What's up guys, Kool-Aid here, and today we're going to do a review on the new submachine gun, the NS-PDW. This is available for all three factions. It's going to cost you 1,000 certification points or 700 station cash. Now if you do purchase this with station cash, like all the NS weapons, you can use this on any of your characters across any account, which is a nice feature, about all the NS weapons. If you're playing on a budget and you don't have any submachine guns yet, that might be reason alone to maybe want to purchase this one. But we will talk about all the stats. I'll talk about the attachments, and then I'll give my final opinion whether or not I think you should buy this weapon. So first off, the NS-PDW is going to fire at 750 rounds per minute. It's going to do a maximum of 125 damage, and it will start to drop off at 15 meters. That's a very significant number because every other SMG does have a quicker time to kill potential. However, every other SMG starts to drop off at 6 meters. So quite a bit difference in damage drop off between the NS-PDW and the other SMGs. It's probably one of the most significant thing that separates this SMG from the others. Now it will reach its minimum damage at 65 meters, and that's going to be 100. So it's going to turn from a 9-shot kill to a 10-shot kill, which isn't that big of a drop off. Now again, every other SMG aside from the Cyclone is going to reach its minimum damage at 42 meters, where the Cyclone is going to reach it at 46. The NS-PDW is not going to reach its minimum damage until you hit 65 meters. So as you can see, one of the key things about this weapon is that the maximum damage potential at point blank ranges within 6 meters isn't going to be as much as the other submachine guns. But from 6 meters on, that's where this gun starts to shine more so than the other SMGs. And even in those close ranges, this is still going to do a fairly, a good amount of damage. Not as good as the other SMGs. However, it's still going to be, very capable of, getting kills in that range. Now, it does have a short reload of 2.35 seconds. That's going to put it somewhere in the middle of the pack with the SMGs. It does have the fastest long reload at 2.675 seconds though, so there's not much of a penalty running this weapon completely empty, and that's probably due to its somewhat unique reload animation, which is one of my favorite reload animations in the game. It's almost kind of worth using the weapon once in a while just to see that. Now you're going to get 30 rounds per magazine without extended mags, and you're going to have an ammo pool of 210 rounds. It is going to have a vertical recoil of 0.2, which is pretty standard for the SMGs. It's going to have a maximum horizontal recoil of 0.2485. However, it is going to pull slightly to the left. One other thing that's nice about this gun is that it only has a times 1.5 first shot multiplier. All the other SMGs aside from the Cyclone have a 2 times first shot multiplier. The Cyclone actually has a times 2.25. So that's just going to make this a little bit easier to burst fire. I still don't plan on really aiming down sights with this weapon very often. However, this gun does give me a little bit reason to maybe want to do that once in a while. It does also have a bullet velocity of 400, which is tied with the Sirius as having the most among the SMGs. Just another thing that's going to help add to the range of this weapon. So obviously, me going over all these stats kind of showed you that the main selling point for this SMG over the other SMGs is that you're going to have a little bit more range potential. Now, I still would not suggest trying to use this as a medium to long range weapon. There's still going to be way better options for each class. I would still recommend using this as a short range weapon only. However, within that short range, depending on what your definition of short range is, from 10 to 20 meters, I think this weapon definitely outshines all the other SMGs. Within that really short range, I did notice myself having a little bit more trouble killing heavy assaults, especially as opposed to using a gun like the Cyclone, or I just mentioned the Cyclone because I do play NC a lot. But the other SMGs in that short range are going to be able to dispose of people a little bit easier. Now, as far as attachments go, for the ammo soft point, your only option is a no-brainer, in my opinion. Like I said, even though does have a little bit longer range capability, you're still going to be doing most of your damage from 5 to 20 meters. Soft point will help a little bit on the tail end of that. For the barrel, you have a lot of options. This gun is very versatile, just like all the other NS weapons. You can kind of form it to how your play style is. So, I use the suppressor on it. I actually use the suppressor this entire video. I am using soft point this entire video as well. I bought those straight away. But you can pretty much run anything on this. If you're having trouble with the muzzle flash, try a flash suppressor. If you're having trouble with recoil, which you really shouldn't be on this gun, but if you want to make just a pure straight laser beam weapon build, throw the compensator on there. My recommendation would be the suppressor though. For the rail, I did run extended mag for a lot of this video. I eventually switched to the advanced laser just to kind of see the difference. Normally I am a huge stickler for going with extended mag if extended mag is possible, but seeing how this gun starts to really shine from about 10 to 20 meters, that's when your hip fire really starts to open up a little bit and you might have a little bit more trouble. So I actually did enjoy the advanced laser on this weapon as opposed to the extended mags, and the good reload times on this will help with that as well. Now again, if you're just trying to build a straight laser beam weapon, you could throw the grip on here, but honestly, I don't think you really need to. This gun really has controllable recoil anyway. So my overall probably attachments, what I'm going to be running with is soft point, suppressor, and advanced laser. So I guess the big question is, would I recommend buying this gun? Well, honestly, when I first started using it, I was not a fan. It just lacked that little bit of oomph that the other SMGs have at really close range. But I did also realize that about 10 of the first 15 enemies I fought were heavy assaults, popped their shield, and kind of, just shrugged my bullets off, which heavy assaults tend to do from time to time. As I played with it more and more and started getting people in that, that 10 to 20 meter range, I started realizing how good of potential this gun actually has and started really falling in love with this weapon. So yes, I would recommend this. I wouldn't necessarily say it's better than the SMGs. I think it's a nice addition to your SMG collection. I'm a big fan of SMGs in general, mostly because I love playing Infiltrator. I think that's the class they shine on the most. So I am going to have fun, getting to Araxium with this gun. And that's pretty much all I have. Now, remember, guys, I have only used this for about 75 kills. It's only been out for not even a full day now, and so my opinion could change on this, but I feel pretty safe for with what I told you guys. So anyways, thanks for watching, and I will talk to you guys later.